Hello everyone! Today, Mega Audio TV will share the heartfelt love story of Jack and Tu Tien, focusing on Jack and Mrs. Loy planning to furnish the new house and farm for Tu Tien, and the joy and happiness shining on Tu Tien's face. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to support us, giving us the motivation to create even more great videos. Wishing you a delightful viewing experience. Let's dive into today's story. In the early morning, the first rays of sunlight slipped through the wooden window of Mrs. Loy's house, illuminating the simple living room. A polished bamboo table, rustic rattan chairs, and a vase of vibrant yellow chrysanthemums on the shelf filled the space with warmth. The faint aroma of ginger tea mingled with the cheerful chirping of sparrows outside, creating a serene village atmosphere. Mrs. Loy, dressed in a dark brown traditional blouse, sat on a chair, holding a steaming cup of tea, her kind eyes resting on Jack. He, in a light blue shirt, spread a sheet of white paper on the table, pen in hand, his voice warm and steady. "Mom, Tu Tien's house is finished, and it's beautiful. Green palm leaf roof, golden bamboo walls, cool wooden floor. But it still needs furniture and essentials. I want to furnish it fully so Tien can live comfortably, lacking nothing." Mrs. Loy nodded, a gentle smile spreading across her face. "Jack, you're so thoughtful. I'm proud of you. Tien's little thatched house is cozy just as she wanted. Tell me what you plan to buy and we'll make a list together." Jack sat up straight, his eyes bright, and began listing with confidence. "I'm thinking of a 1.6-meter peach wood bed for the bedroom, a 15-centimeter thick mattress, cool cotton bedding in light blue to match the bamboo walls, a woven bamboo wardrobe, 1.8 meters tall, compact but spacious enough for Tien's clothes. For the kitchen, a 1.2-meter wooden table, a 3-tier bamboo shelf for ceramic plates and bowls, a safe double-burner gas stove, a basic set of pots, a non-stick pan, and dishes. For 4, a 150-liter fridge to store food like braised fish, boiled greens, or stewed meat. For the living room, a 3-piece bamboo set, a small sofa, a tea table, and a single chair, plus a 400W pedestal fan and a wall-mounted oil lamp for soft lighting. For the 2-meter-wide porch, I want 3 pots of yellow chrysanthemums, 2 pots of red roses, bamboo blinds for shade, and a woven hammock for Tien to rest in the afternoon, listening to the countryside breeze. Mrs. Loy listened intently, nodding approvingly, her voice adding, "Well done, Jack. The rustic furniture fits the thatched house, but the fridge and stove add modern convenience for Tien. Have you calculated the cost? She worries about expenses, so explain gently to ease her mind." Jack smiled, wiping sweat from his brow, his voice confident. "Yes, Mom. I've estimated about 30 million VND. I can cover it. Tien might worry about the cost, but I'll tell her it's a gift from me, so she can live happily without guilt. The house is 50 square meters, 30 for the main room, 10 for the kitchen, 10 for the bedroom, and 2 for the porch. With these furnishings, it'll be a complete home." Mrs. Loy sipped her tea, her eyes sparkling with pride. "Jack, you truly care for Tien. I'm at ease. I think of her mother, so simple and kind. She'd be happy seeing Tien's new home, like her old one. Peach wood frames last 50 years, cool in summer, warm in winter. You chose well, and I approve." Jack nodded, his voice soft. "Yes, Mom. I'm doing this for Tien, to make her feel close to her mother and forget the stormy days." Mrs. Loy took his hand, her voice gentle. "My son's grown up. caring for the one he loves. Once the furniture's ready, go to Aunt Beans to bring Tien to see the house. She often talks about her childhood. Stay by her side, comfort her. Jack stood nodding. Yes, Mom. I'm going to pick her up now. He grabbed the keys, stepped into the yard, and drove off in his silver pickup truck, dust trailing lightly on the village road, blending with the sweet scent of rice fields. Across the village, under the shade of a plum tree laden with fruit, Tu Tien and Aunt Bean sat on bamboo chairs on Aunt Bean's porch, chatting lively. Tu Tien, in a light blue traditional blouse, her hair tied high with a silk ribbon, held a woven bamboo basket, her smile as radiant as the morning sun. Aunt Bin, Jack's so good to me. Back when I was 16, after that big storm destroyed. Our house, thatch roof blown away, walls collapsed. I clung to my mom, crying. Jack, barely knowing me then, built a temporary roof, gave us money for rice, and even drove me to the market to buy new clothes. Now he's built a new house with a green palm leaf roof, golden bamboo walls just like Mom's old house, with a vegetable garden, a chicken coop, and a clean concrete yard. It feels like a dream, Aunt. Aunt Bin, her silver hair tied in a bun, dressed in a dark brown blouse, nodded, her eyes kind. Tien, Jack's a wonderful man. God brought him to you. From small things like buying rice to big things like building a house, he does it all for you. Cherish him. Hold on to him. Tu Tien blushed, her voice soft and shy. Yes, Aunt, I love Jack. He makes me smile every day. I just want him to be healthy and happy with me forever. Aunt Bin smiled, patting her shoulder. Good girl, Tien. Your innocence and purity are why Jack loves you. Now, let's pick some plums to sell at the market. Earn some money for your new home, Tu Tien cheered, her eyes sparkling, and climbed the plum tree nimbly, picking ripe red fruits peeking through lush green leaves. The rustling leaves mixed with her bright laughter, echoing through the small garden. As she picked, she thought of Jack, her heart racing. Jack built a beautiful house, a green garden, a sturdy coop. I'll sell these plums to ease his burden. He'll be so happy. He loves me and my heart feels warm. Sweet plums dropped into her basket, and Tu Tien, joyful as a child, softly sang a folk song. My homeland is a sweet starfruit tree, where I climb and pick every day. Aunt Bin, standing below, smiled brightly. Tien, pick carefully, don't shake the leaves. These plums are perfect. They'll sell well today. The basket filled, they wiped their sweat, laughing and chatting, then carried the plums to the village market. The red dirt path, dotted with wildflowers cooled by the breeze, carried the scent of ripe rice. The market buzzed with voices, laughter, and the aromas of braised fish, steamed rice cakes, and sticky rice dumplings. Tu Tien spread a green tarp under a banyan tree, arranging the glossy red plums neatly, shining under the sun. She sat, her voice clear and lively. Fresh plums here, so sweet, come by. Customers flocked, from elderly women to young girls, praising the plum's sweetness and buying a few kilos. A farmer grinned. Tien's plums are always the best. I buy them every year. Tu Tien blushed, thanking them warmly, her hands swiftly weighing and wrapping plums in banana leaves. In less than 2 hours, the plums sold out, earning nearly 200,000 VND. She tucked the money into a cloth bag, her smile radiant. Aunt Bin, we sold them all. This is enough to buy dishes for the new house. Back at Aunt Bin's, Tu Tien stepped into the yard and saw Jack waiting by his silver pickup, his smile as warm as the afternoon sun. "Tien, I'm here to take you to the farm to see. The house? It's finished and it's beautiful. Come with me." Tu Tien squealed, her eyes sparkling. "Jack, you're here! I just sold the plums. Let me ask Aunt Bean." She ran inside, handing the money to Aunt Bean. "Aunt, here's today's earnings. Keep it for me." Aunt Bean waved her off, her voice kind. "Tien, you keep it for the new house. Buy dishes or pots. Jack's waiting. Go see the house. And enjoy time with him." Tu Tien nodded, hugging Aunt Bean tightly, her eyes misty. "Thank you, Aunt." She ran out, hopped into the truck, and they drove off, laughing and chatting. The truck glided past golden rice fields, the cool breeze carrying the sweet scent of ripe grain and fresh earth. At the farm, Tu Tien stepped out and stood in awe before the charming thatched house framed in wood, nestled in lush greenery. The green palm leaf roof, golden woven bamboo walls, glossy peach wood floor, and a 2-meter-wide porch with bamboo chairs exuded rustic warmth. Nearby, a 40-square-meter vegetable garden thrived with drip-irrigated greens and spinach, a sturdy tin-roofed chicken coop, and an 80-square-meter concrete yard, clean and smooth. Tu Tien froze, her eyes welling up, her voice trembling. "Jack, it's so beautiful. It reminds me of Mom, of the old days. That storm back then, howling winds, pouring rain, the thatched roof torn away, our house destroyed. I held Mom and cried, thinking we'd lost everything." Memories flooded back, her mother shielding her under a tattered roof, the wind roaring, cold rain soaking them. Tu Tien trembled, tears rolling down her cheeks, her hands clutching the bamboo basket. Jack stepped closer, wrapping her in a warm embrace, his voice soothing. "Tien, the storm's over. Don't be afraid. I built this house so you'd never cry again, so you'd smile every day. I'm here, always, to protect you." Tu Tien leaned into him, feeling his warmth and safety. Her heart raced. Her sadness melted, replaced by overwhelming happiness. She whispered, voice choked with emotion, "Jack, thank you. With you, I feel at peace, like Mom's still here, like I have the whole world." Jack kissed her forehead gently. "Tien, you're my whole world. This house, this farm, is our new beginning, where you'll live happily and healthy." This chapter truly fills me with immense joy for Jack and Tu Tien's love story. The scenes beautifully depict their deep bond. Jack and Mrs. Loy planning to buy furniture, a bed, fridge, gas stove. Tu Tien sharing with Aunt Bean about Jack's thoughtfulness, the lively moments of picking plums and selling them at the bustling market, and the tender moment at the farm where Jack comforts Tu Tien, holding her close. The rural atmosphere, the scent of rice fields, the laughter at the market, highlights their simple happiness. What do you think of their love story? Please, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to Mega Audio TV to follow the next parts.